I know it's been a minute. The little graphic that I used to the little, you know what I'm talking about, the little thing where I show y'all the title of the episode, it got deleted somehow, so I had to remake it from scratch. So if you're seeing this, that means I did it. And we get ready to get into this episode 5 review. I don't want to do play-by-play episode stuff, by the way, but I do want to get into what actually took place and share with y'all my thoughts on what's gonna happen next. So like the video, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. Alright, so we left off with, you know, the red collar joints happening. They did all the boxing, and they got away, and Panzy cornered Goku in the gang. You know what I'm saying? She kind of like strong arms her way into the group, and I don't trust Panzy at first. I think that she is devious. And there's even a point where, like, while they're on the journey, she leads them a different way. She's like, I know where the king's castle is, and it's this way, right? And at first she said it's easier to go that way, and then she was like, but now the hard part started. I was like, you lied. So, you know, they made me think she was shady. She wasn't really shady though. I was completely incorrect. Panzy has grown on me already in one episode. This episode wasn't too dense, if I'm being honest. It wasn't OD dense. They doubled down on Shin being a Glend. So if you didn't know, Shin was a Glend. He is a Glend through and through, and he admits it, you know, twice like he did last time. Remember that the goal is still to get a ship. And so watching through all of this, they give us a moment of like adventure. I loved it. I loved watching this part. Like, I said this while I was watching the episode. I'm probably not going to put that version of what I said up. I'm going to say it here. But watching and seeing the demon world for the first time the way that we did, it could have been dreary and it could have been dry, but because Goku is such a childlike character, everything that he sees for the first time, he is like in awe in such a positive way. And so it helps you to kind of enjoy the first time seeing this stuff. It's kind of like kind of makes me think of Luffy. Like, anytime Luffy sees something for the first time, he's like, oh wow, it was so cool. And obviously Goku's been doing this, but that's the point that I'm making. Those two characters are alike in that aspect. Like, they make you genuinely enjoy looking at whatever it is on the screen. And so they finally get to the king's castle, and we find out then and there that this little girl that's been following us around is the princess of King Kadon. You know what I mean? And it's like, what? You could have been said this. Like, easily you could have said it, right? So they let him in. We're exploring the castle, and we meet Kadon. And Kadon is this big, fat, ridiculously dressed demon man. And we are introduced to him playing golf with a skull and a mace. I ain't gonna lie, that's hard. But it's not like, because of how he acted afterwards, it's like you lose all aura points. It's going. I said I'm gonna go do play-by-play, and it's kind of just going that way. One of the things that we learned is that Gloria was lying. Kadon didn't approach him. He approached Kadon because they made it known, like, they're confused as to why Goku and Supreme Kai are children. They're confused as to whether or not he can beat Boo, right? And so then he asked for a demonstration, and they get one. And I think this was the most interesting part of it. Well, not most interesting, but it was cool. I enjoyed watching Goku box. This is another Goku mixing it up, like right here, like out the gate. Goku is mixing it up, and he mixed it up with all of them. When he put down the power pole and was like, "I'm not about to fight y'all with this. I'm just fighting with my hands." It was tough, and they gave us a quick glimpse of the Super Saiyan power, right? Like, Super Saiyan! Y'all seen it? You see what I'm saying? Just real quick. It wasn't, you know what I mean? And so I'm wondering if they're gonna explain that, or if they're just gonna kind of let that be what it is. I don't mind either way, but I just think it was dope. It was something really cool. Now King believes in Goku's power. I think I don't know. It's hard to like. There's not a lot of in depth that we can go here, because it kind of just is what it. Everything just is what it is. One of the things they mentioned was the life stealing thing, and how Dabra was terrible, but Goma is 10 times worse than Dabra, and I think that's nuts. Like how are you worse than someone that looks actually like the devil? Like he actually looks like the devil. Whatever. Also, Goma said something in this episode because he got the lady reading Dende the lullaby. He told her to put some more oomph into it because I guess he's planning on raising Dende there to have a set of Dragon Balls created for the Demon Realm to make up for the ones that they can't get fighting the Tamagami, right? I guess it's cool. Like, it's cool because, like, he's come up with a solution. And it seems like off screen, because he didn't say this when he first kidnapped Dende, but it seemingly came up with a solution off screen for his own personal Dragon Ball problem. And I wish they would still show more of the characters that we've seen, but you know, we didn't get that yet. But yeah, this is the last thing. They solved the problem for us, kind of. So with the issue of the pin numbers, Kibito and the others would never be able to reach them. So Shin asks King Kadan, after he hears King Kadan talking about the new pin that they're tweaking on the new ship that they have. He asks him if he can get this pin to their friends on the outside world, right? And so then they I forgot his name that fast. He's a stupid looking guy. He's doing ballet, and he got a little swirly for a head. They asked him if he could go get Vegeta, Bulma, Kibito, and Piccolo. And I can't wait! It's so cool. It's so cool. But also, he got a little radar in his hand, and it's like a dragon radar, but for universe. It's strange. Like, he went straight to their universe and found the lookout. I'm just interested in how that works. They're gonna use it. They're probably gonna teach us in future episodes. Or he's probably gonna ask. This is what's gonna happen. They're gonna ask about it. Bulma's gonna ask about it. How'd you find us? He gonna show her that, and then she's gonna inspect it, and that's gonna be something that we use later. But whatever. They fly off. Panzy is technically the new mechanic on the ship, and then the ship go down because Panzy was carrying too much stuff. That's it. That's the whole episode. I hope you didn't get spoiled. I hope you've seen it already. I'm interested in what's gonna happen next episode because there's a clip of Glorio and Goku fighting, and Glorio looked a little frustrated when he seen what Goku could really do. So I'm interested into seeing what leads them into that. And Shin is still very suspicious of him, and he points out all those things about Glorio that I mentioned earlier. He's the reason that we know them, and so I'm interested in Glorio's motivations more and more as the series goes on, but we won't know until they get into it with us. But if you're enjoying the series, let me know in the comments. Let me know what I could do to make these videos better. I'm gonna work on episode 6 is right out the gate. Like I don't have time. So like the video, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. It's Dragon Ball Daima. This one was Panzy, but next one is Lightning. It's Comics Corner. We out of here.